5 scary, unsolved mysteries from around the States. Everyone loves a good mystery, but an unsolved, creepy mystery coming right from your own hometown would probably make you more intrigued than ever. In today's video, we list 5 unexplainable events and nerve-wracking mysteries, one from each of the states of the U.S. This will be a series, so stick around, as the next feature could be from your own state. Number 5. The Brasher-Dye disappearance in Alabama. The disappearance case of the Dye brothers and their cousin, Dan Brasher, is held as one of the South's most bizarre mysteries that authorities couldn't solve, even to this day. This unsettling tale starts with the brothers, Billy Howard Dye, age 19, and Robert Earl Dye, 23, along with their older cousin, Dan Brasher, 38. The three were quite infamous in their small hometown of Jefferson County as heavy drinkers. It's no big surprise for everyone if the three would go missing for days, and they're likely to think it's due to their excessive drinking sprees. It wasn't until a missing persons report was filed in March of 1956 when the townsfolk finally realized that the three disappeared under some questionable circumstances. According to reports, the boys were last seen leaving a relative's house and heading off aboard Billy's 1947 green Ford to a party in a nearby town. They disappeared after that, never to be heard again. Theories suggest that the cousins were murdered for suspicion of stealing liquor from one of the local bootleggers. Initial reports indicated several gunshots being heard the night they vanished. Witnesses also claimed seeing a bulldozer being used to bury a car somewhere off the U.S. Highway 79. The case remains unsolved. Number 4. The Devil's Tower in Wyoming. From cold cases to mysterious natural occurrences, we arrived in Wyoming, where one could find the enigmatic Devil's Tower National Monument. You can let your imagination run wild here, as even scientists couldn't 100% determine how this massive piece of stone structure came to exist. What the experts only know is that the so-called rock tower was formed from igneous material, particularly cooled magma. According to geologists, the massive rock is somehow connected to an existing or previously existing volcano, underneath where it functions as some sort of a volcanic plug. The slew of scientific information ends there, but the stories, myths, and legends surrounding this magnificent rock formation are quite intriguing. Various Native American tribes, for instance, hold great reverence to the Devil's Tower. They see it as something of a sacred site. Each of them has their own origin stories as to how the structure came to be. The myths basically involved the gods raising the platform heavenwards to save people. In popular culture, the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind features the tower as something of a landing site for alien spaceships. Number 3. The Wandering Leatherman of New York. Long before the state has become known for the Big Apple and city's expansive concrete jungle, tales from New York would often include the mystery of the leather-clad hermit. It was during the second half of the 1800s that this mysterious figure surfaced in the state. He was often seen wandering aimlessly around Westchester and Putnam counties. He never speaks, nor bothered anyone, but he was known by the locals as someone who would never refuse a warm meal, and he sleeps in caves. There's nothing that could help establish the identity of the Leatherman. No relatives or descendants have come forward to claim relations with the man. He was last seen dead in 1889 in a cave somewhere in Briarcliff, New York. Number 2. Strange mutilations in Idaho. The quiet towns of Jerome and Bliss in Idaho have once been plagued during the 1970s with cases of bizarre mutilations. The primary victims were farm animals like cattle and sheep, as well as wild animals such as deer. In most instances, the poor animals were found dead, their genitals removed, and their bodies completely drained of blood. As much as investigations to these matters went, experts couldn't find any forensic evidence or even visible tracks at all to the scenes. The morbidity doesn't end there. In 1979, Idaho police filed a report about a man who was discovered dead in the middle of nowhere by two hunters. The deceased had been found mutilated, his sexual organs removed, and his lips sliced off. Authorities in Idaho ruled out the phenomenon as something of a cult killing. However, no arrest has ever been done to any person or cult which they believe could be responsible for these ghastly crimes. And number 1. The Black Forest haunting in Colorado. The Black Forest in Colorado holds the title for being one of the world's most haunted forests, a thing which the Lee family can personally attest to. It was in the 1990s when the family moved into their new home in the Black Forest area of Colorado Springs. It had only been weeks since they settled into their dream home in the woods when they began to experience bizarre paranormal activities. Strange things happen on a daily basis. Flashing lights in the bedrooms and the living room, phantom footsteps, orchestra music coming out of nowhere, strange smells enveloping the entire house, and equipment turning on and off by themselves. The haunting even escalated into something really unsettling, as they began seeing ghostly faces around the place. It is said that the Lee family had gone mad with all the haunting. One paranormal enthusiast who attempted to look at the place reported being chased by the father with a tire iron at hand. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.